understand its true worth is during JEE preparation. So don't let your assignments pile up and make a big heap of them and finally throw them in the closet. So best way to manage them is to solve them and get it over with before the deadline. And be regular with self-study and don't get disheartened and lose your interest if some chapters in the beginning are really tough, and at the same time don't get overconfident if some starting chapters are really easy. So every chapter is like a new challenge and every chapter is equally important. JEE can ask from any chapter. Now one major thing which every JEE student must master is the balancing act. And I am telling you from the bottom of my heart that it is really important to balance all the three subjects, that is physics, chemistry and maths. From the starting I was not good at chemistry and I used to neglect chemistry, but it is only due to Muzumdar sir that I was able to balance all the three subjects. So according to me, a 60-60-60 score in PCM is better than a 130-50 out of 100. Firstly, because JEE already has subject-wise cutoffs, so you must clear the cutoff in every subject. And secondly, if some subject is supposedly tough, then you must be able to compensate for that in some other subject. So not only balance between all the three subjects, but you also require balance between studies and other activities like sports. And there is also balance between JEE and other competitive exams and boards. So it's a lot tougher than balancing books on your head. Now during JEE preparation, you might come to a point where things get a little monotonous. At least I did. And there was a time when in every week in ICAD we used to have a practice test and my score was neither increasing nor decreasing. So the best way to get is set short-term goals for yourself and set up a new challenge for yourself in every test. Raise the bar high each time, and just that you don't lose interest in any subject, it's good to read beyond the text, because if you lose interest then you will start neglecting that subject, and this will also help you to prepare for some Olympiads and other exams. Now most of the reporters or other students who meet me always ask me that how many hours do you study every day? And I find that this is the hardest question to answer, even harder than any question I faced in JEE. So I answer them by saying that when I sit to study, I do not look at the clock. So never fix how many hours to study every day. Just study till you are able to concentrate and understand, and then take break if you are not able to. And the hours of study should be such that they match with the JEE exam time. So the time of the day when your mind is most active should be when you will be giving the JEE. And any small task you do, it must be, you should check the time, that how much time you require to do that task, so that it is helpful to develop JEE strategy, that how much time you should have an analysis of yourself, that how much time you require to solve how many questions. Now one major problem that many of you might face, just like I did, is that you might develop stress. So most students underperform in JEE due to stress. Now stress can be during exam time or during this 2 years. So it is not that you have to study every day or work really hard. You can take breaks on weekends, and we all know that fresh minds can concentrate and focus better. The best way to try performing under stress is by mock testing and competition. So it is important to take every test seriously, only then you can practice performing under pressure. One slogan which I carried with myself like it was my blood group is be positive. So there is no need to get disheartened if you are not able to do good in some test, or if things are not going your way. And many people just say that I want to get in first 500 or I want to get in first 100. So I think that the best strategy is never think about your expected rank or marks. Just go out there and give it your best shot. Let the JEE people decide what rank you should be. And don't get disheartened with your mistakes. This is the time when interaction with the faculty will help you a lot. And don't hesitate to ask even the simplest of your doubts. Because as I said earlier also, JEE can catch on anything. Now many of you might have been to casinos, and casinos are like try your luck. So there are these Olympiads which you will encounter, which are try your knowledge. And these exams give a lot of confidence that you are at par with the national standards. And I am saying this because, as I said earlier also, I was not really good at chemistry, but I still managed to crack chemistry Olympiad. And it was the only thing in 2 years which told me that yes, I can crack IIT JEE chemistry. Now some Olympiads like Maths Olympiads especially might require you to deviate from your aim of JEE. And then you will have to find time to prepare for those Olympiads, and another thing gets added to your balancing act. So you should go for these Olympiads only if you are really interested, and your interest is what will drive you to find time for these Olympiads. However, some such as Physics Olympiad and Chemistry Olympiad are the best mock JEE that you can give. They are national level examinations, and if you qualify them, then you get a real confidence. So you must give a try at these exams also. Now my experience with Olympiads has been a really wonderful one, and I am giving these exams right since standard 5 or 6, and I also qualified the first major exam which I gave, which was the Regional Maths Olympiad. So that also encouraged me to give these extra exams, and these are just some of the exams which I gave, and most of you must have heard about this, or if not, you will come to know about it. Now although I was really good at maths, but I never got a perfect score in maths, and it was solely due to one problem, and that is I used to commit a huge lot of silly mistakes, a lot of calculation errors, and the reason why you never perform up to your potential is because you commit silly mistakes. Now to avoid silly mistakes, you will have to go out of your way and do some special measures you will have to take to avoid silly mistakes. So the first thing is you have to keep track of how often you commit silly mistakes. Suppose you are solving 60 questions in 1 hour, then you must count that how many of them you got wrong because you committed a silly mistake. So suppose 10 questions you got wrong, then it is important that you reduce your speed still further so that you don't get any question wrong because it was a silly mistake. And that will be your true speed while solving. You should use that speed while solving JEE paper also, and you should try to improve that speed. Now Vaidya sir told me a really good and interesting trick to overcome silly mistakes, and it was that even underlining important words in questions can help, and there could be many tricks and you have to try all of them out. So one more is that rough work we do such that I myself am not able to read what I have written. So rough work should be very neatly and must solve slowly and correctly. That is the main part. Now before JEE there will be weeks when every day will be a test. So JEE pattern tests are the best. They should be exactly like JEE, and you must give each test really seriously, and don't get disheartened if one test is tough or it's easy. Don't get overconfident. Keep analyzing your scores and mistakes. And this was the time when Mohit Mehta sir or any of your faculty will always give you short tricks during the test. And it's really important because anything you do before JEE, you are sure to do in JEE. So this is the time when you should develop a strategy to solve the JEE paper, and practice it and always stick to your strategy. Now we come to the real part, that is JEE, the exam time. But if you look closely, then JEE is just a formality. If you have prepared well for 2 years, then you just have to give JEE and surely you will get a good rank. Now most people don't do that because they get nervous. So go with confidence and always be ready for surprises. JEE will surely not be a cakewalk. Every time the JEE people will put something new for you. But if your basics are correct, then no strategy, no tricks will harm you. So stick to your strategy. Many a times some questions in JEE can really get to you. Mean you feel like you must try them every time. I tried a question 3 times and still could not get it, and as it turned out there was a small trick in the question. So stick to your strategy, don't get nervous, go out there and give it your best shot and surely you will crack JEE. So I come to the point with which my lecture started, and it is the secret of cracking JEE. So what is the secret of cracking JEE? The secret to cracking JEE is that there is no shortcut in JEE. 2 years of hard work and 6 hours of testing. That is what will get you through JEE. Sincerity and dedication will take you past all the tricks in JEE. So just go with confidence and grab this opportunity to go in India's best institute. Now although JEE might seem like a solo effort to all of you, but actually it's a team effort for me, and I would like to thank my entire team, which consists of, I thank ICAT School of Learning, all the teachers and entire staff who have really worked hard and who literally pushed me into IIT. I would also thank my college, Shivaji Science College, for giving me full cooperation and support with boards and IIT JEE. And lastly, I would like to thank my family members for providing me with all facilities and backing me so that I could achieve this success. Now there is one video which is really inspirational, and I want that all of you should watch it. All the best, and I wish to see all of you as my juniors at IIT.
Thank you, Ishan. Please stay back for a while. Now his presentation must have started thinking process in your minds. So we have got precisely 5 minutes. If there are some important queries from students or parents, Ishan is there to answer. So I request Minister to look after the... yes. You can provide mic.
All the time. Doesn't he get overconfident? Anytime? Or if anytime he get overconfident, how does he manage it?
Yeah, Ishan, please.
Well, firstly, you are never topper all the time. There are always people better than you, and I think you must always not think about what rank you are getting or what marks you are getting. Just keep studying and try to improve your marks. That is all. So you will never get overconfident that way.
To add to this query, your query is precisely, was he overconfident? He was never overconfident, because till the last moment he was coming to the teachers and he was discussing with them the things which he still maybe the better ways of solving the problem, or there may be some difficulties. So he was doing that till the last moment. So we never saw that there is some kind of overconfidence in him.
Learn chemical reactions and how to learn chemical reactions.
Okay, the first thing is that there are very few things in chemistry which you have to memorize, and they are only in inorganic chemistry. I feel that organic is completely logic based and there is nothing to memorize. The only thing you have to memorize is inorganic, and for which you have got plenty of time. I think 2 years just to memorize inorganic chemistry. Even in physics, maths, there is nothing to memorize. Everything is logical. So you need not memorize those organic reactions. And JEE will not ask you such questions which are memory based, mostly.
Being a parent, I want to ask a very basic question. मेरा लड़का, मैं चाहती हूँ इसलिए आईआईटी क्रैक करे, या कोई क्रेज है इसलिए वो आईआईटी करना चाहता है, ये हम डिफरेंशिएट कैसे करें?
Well, आपका लड़का अगर रियली इंटरेस्टेड होगा तो वो हमेशा आईआईटी में ही जाएगा. आप कितना भी उसको रोको, वो आईआईटी क्रैक करके ही रहेगा. तो अगर उसका इंटरेस्ट होगा तो उसे आईआईटी में जाना चाहिए.
पर उसे इंटरेस्ट ही कैसे पता चलेगा? अगर वो पढ़ रहा है तो पता चलेगा, या वो कॉन्फिडेंट है तो पता चलेगा, या वो डिटरमिन करता है कि नहीं मैं क्रैक करूंगा तो पता चलेगा. किस चीज से पता? एनालिसिस क्या है?
वो सब एग्जाम देगा.
चार लड़के जा रहे क्लास ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं और पेरेंट्स में भी क्रेज है कि नहीं लड़के को आईआईटीएन करना है, तो पेरेंट्स उसको एडमिट कर रहे हैं. कैसे डिफरेंशिएट कर कि बेसिक मेरा लड़का क्या है? तो
आपका लड़का जो है वो आपको खुद आके बोलेगा कि मुझे ये एग्जाम देना है, मुझे यहाँ जाना है, और जो सारे एग्जाम देगा और वो एकदम इंटरेस्ट दिखाई देगा. मतलब वो बियॉन्ड द टेक्स्ट भी पढ़ता रहेगा.
Thin hairline between the two words. So initially, most of the students join these classes out of fashion because everybody is doing it. Within first 3 months, we come to know whether the fashion is converted to passion or not, because the students become very serious. They tune up with the preparations, and their results, consistent performance in tests will only tell you that it is passion.
Hello. I think that most of us say that IIT is good performance and good stage, but I think that IIT is 2 years. Whole life you will get that experience and logical thinking. So these 2 years are not just about studies and all, but whole lifetime you will get that aura, and that all you will get to face any situation. So what do you think about this?
I feel that these 2 years are the most important 2 years of your life, and if you are able to do good in these 2 years, and if you are able to give up all your time pass activities for JEE preparation, then you can build your career, and then perhaps you will get more better experiences in your entire life.
ईशान, कांग्रेस फॉर योर अचीवमेंट. एक छोटा सा सवाल करना चाहता हूँ बीइंग ए पेरेंट्स, कि बच्चों को सीबीएसई बेसिक्स बोर्ड से और स्टेट बोर्ड से दोनों में से कौन सा बेटर है, किस तरीके से जाना चाहिए? बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स कंफ्यूज होते हैं इस बारे में. हालांकि आपने तो स्टेट से किया है तो आप अपना एक्सपीरियंस तो शेयर कर ही चुके हैं, बट व्हाट अबाउट रिगार्डिंग सीबीएसई?
ऐसा नहीं है, दोनों भी बोर्ड से जेई क्रैक कर सकते हैं और किया भी है स्टूडेंट्स ने. मैं स्टेट बोर्ड से था. सिर्फ तुमको कौन सा बोर्ड कन्वीनियंट है उस पर डिपेंड करता है. सीबीएसई से एआईट्रिपल के लिए अच्छी प्रिपरेशन होगी, लेकिन जेई के लिए थोड़ा कम टाइम मिलेगा, तो AIEEE के प्रिपरेशन पे ही स्पेशलाइज करके अगर जेई कर सकते हैं तो CBSE बेटर है। स्टेट बोर्ड में ज़्यादा टाइम है, अगर स्टार्टिंग से बिना किसी हेल्प के कर सकते तो स्टेट बोर्ड बेटर है।
I think it's a controversial and confusing question which is there in minds of all the parents. Basically, as Ishan has said, it's a requirement of time, and if you can devote that time, then there is nothing like there is no differentiation between the boards. The basic thing is, if somebody can do it in 2 hours, it's his. You can say he is God gifted, and he will require 6 or 8 hours of working daily. Then we'll have to provide time for that.
Ishan. First, I congratulate to Ishan. Ishan, my question is very simple. That is, every student has to score a very good rank in IIT as well as AIEEE. Tell me, along with this IIT and AIEEE, shall every student can crack in state board also for this entrance in IITs or NITs, all this? It is compulsory or not? Or simple like 60%, 65% is sufficient for this, along with this cracking IITs and AITs?